What's up, guys? It's Jamie Messina. Over the past few years, I have become more spiritual in my own life and have found that my spiritual energy has significantly increased. And it has been absolutely amazing. Today, I want to share with you guys some tips that you can start to implement to help to increase your spiritual energy. Are you ready? All right. First things first, understand what spiritual energy is and what it isn't. Everyone has their own interpretations and assumptions about the meaning of spirituality and spiritual energy. In this specific video, in this case, I am referring to improving the health of your spirit. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about your thoughts, your awareness, and the energy that you put out into the world. Got it? Got it. One of the things I found to be super important is to know how to take care of your body. There is a deep connection between your mind and your physical body. When I began to take care of my physical body, I began to be aware of what I was putting into my body. I began to take walks, get my body moving, do yoga, and things like that. My spiritual energy also began to increase. A few of the things that are super important to care for and be aware of is your sleep. Sleeping well is key. Eating well. So I pay attention to what I put into my body. Clean foods, healthy foods, vegetables, things that I know my body is craving. And also exercising regularly. Now, it's going to be different for every single one of us. However those components fit into your life, do that. Another thing that helped to increase my spiritual energy was to always be a student, intellectual health. I'm not necessarily saying that your head always has to be in a book studying. What I am saying, constantly developing, constantly wanting to know more and taking the next step to actually know more. Develop your mind in some way. For me, that's listening to podcasts. That's reading books that revolve around the spiritual conversation. My first ever book that got me started on this journey was called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I read that one over 12 years ago and had no idea that it was the catalyst to a whole entire shift in my life. Make an effort to make time for these things and start to learn about the world. I love to read all different perspectives on the spiritual conversation because it helps to form my own. It's also super important to surround yourself with like-minded people. There have been times where I am the only spiritual junkie in the room and I can feel it. Find people who are also intrigued by spiritual conversation and energy and start hanging out with them. I find that the further along in this journey we get, the more likely we are to align with people that are on the same path. For me, that means finding people that are wanting to live at a higher vibration, that are wanting to attract abundance into their lives, and overall just put more positive vibes out into the world. If you don't know where to find them, try a meditation class, even yoga. If you're looking to increase your spiritual energy, be good to others. There's nothing worse for me than to be in public in a situation where the person next to me or the person in line in front of me is rude as hell to either an employee or someone in their vicinity, and then they look at me like, know what I mean? And I'm like, no. Get far away. I'm at a point where I recognize we are all at different points in our journey. I'm going to be kind to people no matter where they're at in their journey. I don't know what's going on in their life. I don't know what went on in their day, and I don't have to know. I'm going to be kind to them regardless. This doesn't mean you have to give money to a homeless man sitting on the curb or donate a ton of money to charity or whatever it may be. You can also give and be kind with your energy. Maybe everybody that walks by that homeless man looks the other way, doesn't even acknowledge his presence. Look him in the eye and smile. Say good morning. That goes a long way. You don't necessarily have to commit your time to a charity or an organization, but maybe commit to one act of kindness per day. Another tip I have for you to increase your spiritual energy, connect with the earth. Get into nature. Go for a walk. I myself live in a busy city, but I'm still able to find places that I can connect with nature. It may look different for me than for others, but I'm still able to appreciate that. Offer forgiveness. I used to be the grudge queen. I had a lot of pride, and although I still do, forgiveness is a piece of that. Part of increasing your spiritual energy is being able to let go of old wounds. Being able to forgive somebody that hurt you. You don't have to agree with what they did, but it's okay to accept it and move on. Finally, guys, accept that spirituality is a lifelong journey. It's not a destination. It won't happen in a few days or a few months or even a few years. It's a lifetime. Every single thing that we do impacts our spiritual life. Not just positive, but negative as well. That means the road's gonna look a little bit like this. Know what I mean? Be present in every day and ready to accept the messages that are coming and recognize there is no destination. It's a journey. Those are some of my tips to increase and elevate your spiritual energy. I'm still working on it every single day, and I am loving this journey. If you know somebody that needs to hear this video, tag them below, get it in their hands, share it with them. And if you're feeling up to it, subscribe, because I'm coming back here every single day with valuable information for you, and that's my promise. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Peace.